Mortal Kombat 1 has just banned its first character, and I can't recall the last time this happened. Maybe Tanya in Mortal Kombat X? Anyway, today we're gonna talk about it. What exactly caused the ban, what it could mean going forward, the details, all that juicy stuff. And also, the modders are going crazy with Mortal Kombat 1, and I love it. So we're gonna talk about that too if there's time. Because another day means more Mortal Kombat 1 news. I'm covering it all the time on this channel. So if you want to stay up to date on Mortal Kombat 1 news, then make sure to subscribe so you never miss any future videos, and after watching the video, if you enjoyed, please leave a like down below. Now without any further ado, let's get started, beginning with the ban. About 2 days ago, I told you all about Sindel's Infinite in Mortal Kombat 1. It does a ton of damage really quickly and is also quite easy to set up. And ever since players discovered this exploit, Sindel has been terrorizing players online, and it looks like that's not going to stop anytime soon. However, thankfully it's going to be a bit easier for the tournament players because this Infinite has already been banned. And I don't just mean at local tournaments, even Mortal Kombat 1 themselves has said this unblockable Infinite is banned. So if any player at a tournament is caught doing this Infinite combo, they get disqualified on the spot. And to make things even funnier, you have to notify the tournament runners if you plan to use Sindel at all during the tournament. Or in other words, they're going to be watching you like a hawk if you plan on playing Sindel at a Mortal Kombat 1 tournament, just to make sure you never even attempt the Infinite combo with that character. So thankfully, if you have dreams of being a top level player at Mortal Kombat 1 tournaments, you're safe from Sindel's Infinite combo. But once again, the same can't be said for online players. In fact, even some YouTubers have been doing the Infinite just for fun, just for content. And during these videos, they do say that NetherRealm should nerf this Infinite, but I find it kind of ironic and hypocritical that they're also doing the Infinite to win the matches. I mean, come on, think about the opponent. What you're doing is kind of rude. It's funny too at the same time, but only because I don't take online video games that seriously. But to anyone who does, I can only imagine how frustrated they are to be hit by an Infinite and then have that footage posted on YouTube or Twitter, social media in general. That's gotta be rough. But I digress. The main point is Sindel's Infinite combo has been banned, which does make sense. However, as someone who's been following fighting games for over 15 years at this point, I find it kinda interesting how quickly this Infinite was banned. Because believe it or not, there's tons of fighting games that have Infinites that are not actually banned at the competitive level. Maybe not NetherRealm games, but certainly other fighting games. In fact, there's been tons of broken stuff in fighting games that is just allowed until somebody steps in and does something, or maybe at smaller tournaments, at the local level, the tournament runners can choose to ban certain things that they deem unfair. So for example, in Smash Bros, there was an infinite throw loop with the ice climbers, and that throw loop was banned. However, there was never an official statement from the creators saying that move was banned, nor was it ever removed from the game. That Infinite is still in Smash Bros. But it looks like times have changed. In modern fighting games, Infinites and other broken glitches are being banned pretty quickly, and I think it just goes to show how much more serious video game tournaments are being treated. Ever since esports blew up and became popular, I think people are taking these tournaments way more seriously. Competitive video games are not a joke anymore. If you're caught using an exploit, there can be serious consequences. If you get caught using Sindel's Infinite combo, you are going to get disqualified on the spot. Which is why hopefully this Infinite combo gets removed in the near future. I'm not sure exactly how NetherRealm's going to do it, but I have no doubt that eventually it's going to get removed. I just hope that in doing so, they don't nerf Sindel too much, right? I think she's a fairly fair character in the grand scheme of things, but the Infinite combo is way too crazy. And I also hope that online players stop doing this Infinite, especially YouTubers and content creators. Come on people, stop terrorizing the player base. They have it rough enough already. Kombat League can be quite frustrating as it is. Nobody needs the extra stress of being hit by an Infinite combo, alright? But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. As you all know, I love making these videos interactive, and like I keep on saying in every video where I cover Mortal Kombat 1 news, I truly do read every single comment, so grab that keyboard and make your voices heard. Do you think NetherRealm did the right thing by banning Sindel's Infinite combo, or do you think it should be allowed because it's in the game? But now next up, let's talk mods. For whatever reason, Mortal Kombat 1 is much easier to mod than Mortal Kombat 11, and as a result, the modders have gone crazy. Be careful if you go on Twitter or other social media sites because you might just see Katana naked, or maybe a bikini, or even Reptile in a mankini wearing like a thong. That's happening too. Both the men and women are being made naked with these mods right away because for some reason that's always the first thing that happens. But hey, at least it's equal, right? Both the men and women characters are being stripped down to their birthday suits. There ain't no discrimination in the Mortal Kombat community, I'll tell you what. And thankfully, not everybody is just being lewd, alright? Instead, some people are actually making brand new costumes for the characters, which is sick. So for example, if you want want to play as Lee Mei in her Deception costume, you can do that. A modder already made it, which is so cool. Now my fingers are crossed that we get Deadly Alliance Lee Mei, because I love that costume, but her face was ugly in the old games. So if I get her original costume in Mortal Kombat 1 with the new pretty face, I'm gonna be so happy. It's gonna be the best of both worlds, because that classic outfit in Deadly Alliance was iconic. The fact that modders are making a brand new costumes, or at the very least trying to remake costumes from older games, is so cool, and I can't wait to see what the community makes. And then of course, if you're a degenerate, you also have the looter costumes as well, but keep in mind that thankfully the opponent can't actually see the mods. Just in case you don't play on PC and you don't know about that, any mods the player is using on their own characters can't be seen by the opponent unless they happen to have the exact same mod downloaded and installed. Which is good news, because if you enjoy playing Rain in a bikini, that's completely alright, at least the opponent doesn't have to see it. And there's actually one more really cool thing happening thanks to the modders of Mortal Kombat 1. Believe it or not, the game actually has hundreds of costumes, and I'm not exaggerating. Mortal Kombat 1 has hundreds of costumes that we haven't even seen yet. Instead, they're hidden in the game files, but guess what? The modders can grab these costumes and then put them online for everyone to enjoy. And I'm not quite sure how NetherRealm feels about that, because these costumes aren't supposed to be available yet, or maybe never meant to be available at all, but then here come the modders introducing chaos. Havoc would be so proud. For me personally, I don't think it's a very big deal. Developers, please don't freak out. If anything, all of this is just helping more people to play Mortal Kombat 1 more often, and even getting new players interested in the game. So fingers crossed that NetherRealm does not overreact and lets these modders keep doing what they're doing, because once again, nobody else can see the mods except the person using them. But I digress. Getting back on topic, there are some costumes that won't be available until later in the near future, or at least that was NetherRealm's plan. Like for example, Natara's bikini costume with like the studs on the bra is already in the game. We see it in story mode, for example. However, I don't believe it's possible to get this skin yet unless you just grind at the shrine. Well, guess what? The modders can just upload it and give it to you right now, which once again I think is fine, because technically this costume is free. It's not DLC or anything like that. But you know what? As mentioned earlier, I do like making these videos interactive, so let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. How do you feel about all these crazy mods? And also, what has you the most excited? For me, you already know the answer. I love the idea of brand new costumes being put in the game thanks to modders. Whether it's a reimagining of classic costumes like Lee Mei's Deception design, or even brand new costumes never before seen, as in the modder themselves creates a brand new costume for a character like Sub-Zero, for example. How sick would that be? The possibilities really are endless, and I'm so excited because in past games, this was not possible. The most a modder could do was like change the textures, and that's it. But now finally, in Mortal Kombat 1, they have way more freedom to do a lot more awesome stuff. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. It really does help my channel out a ton. And then finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs. Oh, I was out of breath that time. I actually did hold my breath that time. Woo!